Hello, I want to talk about game theory and the film theories for a bit because I feel like I want to. When I was growing up, I liked the theories. I used to watch a lot of them growing up, and I think it's a good way to get people into media that they would otherwise not think a lot about. I think it's really well suited to a lot of genres, but like not every single thing is an ARG, right? Like with a hard to discover mystery that's just beneath the surface. Some stories are just stories, like they have an intended meaning in air quotes, and the meaning that you get out of them personally. Without saying specific examples because I'm lazy, I remember quite a few of the theories that were in media that just don't have like any hidden lore. I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with them or anything, and it's fun to theorize and stuff, even if you know it's crazy and bullshit. It's usually a really good sign for a story as well, if we kind of forget a little that there was an author and just think the story kind of exists in a separate world somewhere. I do think all of this brings up a more interesting idea on media consumption generally though, and that's kind of what I want to talk about. In the film theories, they kind of don't engage with the media critically, or they dodge the themes to kind of get to their point. They don't do it all the time, but I've definitely seen a few of them where they have. And I think that's kind of sad. I don't like that. I mean, dodging what the author or what you personally could have got out of it just to try and find a tragic backstory of some character we see for 5 seconds isn't good, I think. I mean, if we think the media this is valuable or can bring a new perspective or message into our lives, or at least encourage us to think with our brains and stuff, then it's generally bad if we waste in air quotes, that value by deciding to not engage with it, right? But it's not like bad to do though, right? Like wasted potential isn't necessarily bad, it's just neutral. It can't do us any harm. I want to take a bit of a step back and reframe it from a different perspective. When I was about 15, I watched a bunch of those text-to-speech movie recap videos, and they ruined a whole bunch of classic movies for me. I think more importantly, there was no message to those videos. They turned the art that someone else had made with a message. They turned the art that someone else had made with a message into just entertainment. I would love to say that from that experience, I learned a whole bunch on how to consume media with a purpose, but I feel like today I watch more devoid content than ever, stripped of all meaning and intended to exploit my brain to make me keep watching. Of course, I'm talking about short-form content, or more broadly, algorithm-pleasing content. I know, another video about short-form content being bad, but I want to talk about it, so I don't actually care. I'm just going to keep talking. That's right. So, anyway, moving forward. This content doesn't bring many new perspectives or messages, and the perspectives it does bring are usually extremely surface level. So, is this kind of content also a neutral? The 15-minute summary videos of movies, the short-form content we engage with, is it also fine? It seems to me to be very similar to film theory, in the way that it doesn't really have any message to engage with. It's the same, I think. There seems to be a focus on intent with stuff like this. Social media companies' intention is to sell ads and weaponize your intention, or game theory's intention is to entertain you. But if we look from a purely consequentialist perspective, it's damn near the same outcome, even if one cares about us and the other one doesn't. This kind of stuff dulls your brain, man. And despite nothing being wrong with it, it's still nothing. I think we should do things and stuff, so in that way it robs us of our time. That's why it's important to engage with the media we consume, and consume the media that engages us. I mean, look at this stock footage of a waterfall in the background. It would get the same amount of value out of a lot of the media we consume as we do. What separates us from the waterfall is we think. So I think we should think. So do think. Bye now.